It is a nice day on the East Coast, and welcome to Black Business Monday. I'm excited. Hello, everyone. I may need to, well, no, I don't need to clean it so much. But hello, I was looking at my lens. It's just, I don't know, it's just that kind of day. I'm excited. It's Black Business Monday, brought to you by jarecandles.com. jarecandles.com. Go to Jare Candles and purchase today. I'm excited. We have someone, everybody. Conference. I saw how beautiful that was. I'm talking about none other than Cheryl Williamson. She is joining us. I accepted her. She should be there. She is. There she is. Hello.
April, happy Monday.
Happy Black Business Monday. I'm so happy. You have been doing the thing. You have been really doing the thing. What's
Sister, yes, and I'm so grateful because you paved the road for me to be able to do the thing by how you show up in the world. So
uh
I'm just following your example of what's possible when you believe in yourself. Oh, yes.
what is possible when you believe in yourself? You are, I mean, everybody's talking about Cheryl Williamson is coming. People say my coach, the art of influence, soulful prayer. Oh, let me tell you something. You know who I'm reading for prayer affirmations, and I'm gonna start reading yours too. The late Reverend Dr. Cecilia Williams Bryant. Her book on prayer. Yes, Soul Reborn. I mean, she's got media. She's got, oh my God, magazines. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, tell me, this is, and it's one, the pages are amazing. Celebration. I mean, this is just, talk to me about being this business owner, this media owner. I am affirmed. I mean, it's all about empowerment.
Yes. April, I love Black women. That's just the catalyst of it all. And by my love for Black women, I wanted to produce things that speak to us, like the magazine. It is truly my 85-page love letter to Black women every quarter. And as you can see, you know I'm going to make you probably laugh on this one. Every page is blackety black. So
I'm not mad at that. In this anti-woke, anti-DEI, I'm blackity black too. So I love it.
yes, yes. And I love it. And it was my joy to send those to you because I know that you get it.
I do. Soulful affirmations. Let's talk. Yes. So in this moment, exactly what all of this is, and you and your media company, exactly like you say, blackity black. Everything you are is everything this country is against now.
Yes.
How do you have a business in this moment?
Candidly, I have to tell you that I am a true believer of Jesus Christ, and I don't believe that there is anything that can stop me because he is for me.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, April, people don't want to hear that. They want me to come up with this big formula, but I believe everything that God says about me, and I'm not consumed with what's going on in the world. Let me explain that. I
Mhm.
am aware, but I'm not consumed. I cannot do what God is calling me to do if every day I'm consumed in hate, every day I'm consumed in what will never happen for me. Because if I believe that it can happen for me, it
Mhm.
won't happen for me, and I certainly can't make it happen for anybody else. So I take it as my personal responsibility to stay aware of what's going on, to help other people keep focused on their hopes and their dreams and their vision because it's theirs. This is not the first time we've been here.
No, it's
We
not.
just, right? It is not the first time that we've been here. And so I believe that we have a special gift and a tool equipped to manage such a time as this. And I tell you, sister, I'm crazy enough to believe that we're going to come out on the other side as winners in this. I truly believe that God is setting us up right now for us to be bolder, for us to work together closer, for us to love each other more, for us to be in greater communion in small groups where we are devoted to helping one another. And that's what you're doing, April. That is what
Mhm.
you're doing on Black Business Monday. And I know that there are many things that you could be doing, but I saw where you stepped out boldly and said, you know what? Well, I'm not going to take this laying down. I'm going to do what I do best, which is to get the word out to make sure that we are
Mhm.
supporting one another. So,
That part.
right?
Circulating our dollars within ourselves. We've heard this conversation before. And actually, Cheryl, I've heard the conversation. I question it, but I understand what they were saying. They said the Black community um, was more successful financially when we were segregated. I was like, what? Because we circulated the black dollars. And
Yes,
then when we integrated, we start giving it to people. Now we're giving it to people who don't like us. And I said, let's remember that we have people like you who have a media company, who are doing great things, honoring folks.
yes.
Um, oh my God, my cousin Karen Boykins Towns was like, she lost her mind. She said, girl, you need to have her on this week because it was so good. I said, no, we're going to do it next week. But I said, I've been watching you. Everybody's like, oh my God, I love Cheryl Williamson. I love her. And just what you say is what you preach. And that's what I love about you. And that's one of the reasons why I was so happy to have you. Black media woman. She's got these books. Okay, here we go. Now Karen shows up. Be sure to subscribe to Cheryl's Magazine. Yes, we're going to talk about that, Karen. Thank you. But look, I like this. Affirmations. Okay, 365 days. Positive thoughts and actions to start your day. And I opened up on page 181. I show grace to my colleagues and staff members, even when I feel they don't deserve it. That part. Um, and she uses scripture Titus 2:11-12. For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. Sometimes we need that
Uh,
grace, good grace.
we need that grace. And you know what else I realized, April? The way that I'm able to show other people grace is because the same grace that I give them, that's what I give myself. And I think that
Mm,
we give people, we give them so much grace, but when it comes to us, we don't give ourselves grace to make mistakes. We don't give ourselves grace to start over. We don't give ourselves grace to say, girl, you made a mistake hiring this fool,
hmm
but it's okay. It's okay. And so I want to tell you that book came from a place where, well, there's Affirmed Volume 1 and Affirmed Volume 2. And I want to share something with you that a lot of times people don't want to talk about, but
What?
I want to talk to you about it. That Affirmed book came about in one of the lowest places of my
Ooh,
life. I was
talk about
going
it.
through a depression because my mother-in-law had died from
Mm,
cancer, my husband
mm,
had been diagnosed with cancer, and I had been diagnosed with heart disease, and some other things were going on. And I found myself where I was having trouble getting out of the bed because
mm.
I just was like, God, I'm praising you. Why does all this have to happen to me?
Yeah.
But he said, why not you? And so
Mm,
he started speaking into my spirit, April. He started
yes.
giving me words of affirmation saying, get up, girl, do this. And so I started posting it out on social media.
Wow.
Thousands of people started getting in contact with me saying, thank you for being so
Yes.
transparent. Thank you for your affirmations. Thank you for letting people know, although the world thinks that you have it together, that you really don't have it all the way together. And I know that that's God in
Yeah.
me because I never want to appear as somebody that's, oh my God, she has everything. Everything is good. I have bouts of depression that I've had to battle. I've had to do businesses where people were against me.
Yeah.
I've had to do things where many people were saying, oh, it'll never happen for you. But April, when I was in that shower one day and the Holy Spirit said to me, girl, and I love it when he calls me girl. I
That
love it. He's like,
personal
pull back
relationship. That's what I'm talking
on
about.
relationship. Nobody, I don't need, it's okay when people say, oh, God told me to tell you, but I was like, girl, me and God, I say, they laugh. I say, me and God like this. So he might confirm it with you, but he gonna talk to me first. And they
Amen.
laugh when I say that. But he said it's time to do the book. And because of my kindness towards people, I didn't even realize he had already set me up with people who could help me get this book done. So, April, that first copy of Affirmed Volume 1 has sold over 75,000 copies. That one that you just held up.
Which one? This one?
That one. That one has sold over 75,000 copies.
Okay, so celebrate yourself because that's hard to sell 75,000 copies of
Yes,
anything,
yes.
even blank paper to write. Congratulations.
Thank
Celebrate yourself. And this is, you know what? These lessons, I don't know why, but it's so interesting when you hear songs, I smile. People love that, or I affirm, because we don't hear, we're so beaten down every day.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you have this journal, I am affirmed journal. Child, let me tell you something. I'm writing journals and I'm writing, but I think I'm writing journals because sometimes you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your sister friends, you can talk to your husband, you can talk to your therapist even. But sometimes that talk with God. And my mother used to always tell me, when you write down,
Yes.
look back 6 months later and see what God has done for you. And you know what? He speaks to me in the shower too. That's that place where you are alone. And I'm
Yes.
telling you, my mother told me that all the time. And I write it down. Once you read Affirmed, you start writing down your affirmations and watch what God has done. Go back 6 months later. I'm telling you, you see what God has done.
April,
And go ahead.
no, I was going to say, sister, that's the truth. I wanted to affirm you in that moment to tell you, as I'm sitting here, my heart is so full. I'm getting goosebumps because when I hear you say go back 6 months, sister, I'm with you because I write cards on Sunday. I date them and I write cards,
Mhm.
and I can look and I can see things on here where it says luncheon is a huge success. All these different things that I wrote 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So, April, I know that we're affirming people. You are a product of an affirmation. This was
Mm.
written down. This was written down. God brought this about. There is tens of thousands of people. Don't make no mistake now. Everybody who's listening, I'm smart enough to know that there's 10,000 of people that April D. Ryan could have asked to be on her show on a Monday. But I affirmed it. God sent me another sister who made a call. And I'm gonna say this to you all. For those of you who don't focus on relational versus transactional, you can't have relationships like this. So
Mhm.
if you are transactional, you'll get one bite at the apple for $5.
Yeah.
When you are relational, you can be on with an April D. Ryan on a Monday, March 31st, the last day of Women's History Month, with her holding up your book because she believes in what you do.
Won't he
Because
do it?
anybody, that's what I'm saying. Anybody can refer you, but if April ain't feeling it, she's not doing it.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, no, but seriously, you have such a wonderful you have an anointing. You are a black businesswoman. You are, I mean, you have a following. You don't just sell 75,000 books and think that's okay. You've got a following. People want to hear you. And what you just said, and Karen just said, yes, he will. Yeah, and that Karen is our connection
Yes, it
because all she
is.
talks about is you. And she just, girl, you got, she's like, and we were talking about this week. What about Seed? I said, yeah, I saw Seed. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Seed was crazy, but we'll get to Seed in a minute. But when you have this kind of following and you are a business owner in this moment, we've got to support. And that's one of the reasons why we have Black Business Monday as I'm out on the back porch. And I think pollen has hit my camera, but that's okay. Y'all can still see me. Um,
Absolutely.
but we have to support you. You got the magazine, and tell us about the magazine. Tell us about how we can subscribe. I mean, this is living. what is it? Living Boldly. Kimberly Button defines flyology. All of us are fly now. Okay,
Yes,
come
we
on.
are. So the magazine actually came from an 11-page newsletter. I was accepted into the Goldman Sachs Small Business Program, and they asked me, what is your stretch goal? This was in the middle of the pandemic. And as only God would have it, if it weren't in the middle of the pandemic, I couldn't take the class because you have to show up. But because we were in the pandemic, they let me take the class from my house. So I actually partnered with some people, and we started the magazine 4 years ago. So that magazine, as I said, is an 85 to sometime 120-page full color love letter to my sisters, period. It comes in its own case because I don't like wrinkled pages. It's full color and it feels like leather. The cover feels like leather. And I'll tell you,
It
April, I get
does.
so much.
It does. It
It
feels
feels,
good. The
yes.
product is
Oh,
exceptional. The product,
now
the
you
feel of
said
it,
it, I know.
it feels exceptional. And then let me tell you, everyone has the right to feel fly no matter their age. This is it. You need to get me and Jackie Reed on here talking about trying to be vegan. In the
Okay,
I'm telling you, I know people are like, what in the world? I've been making a lot of vegan stuff lately too, but candles and
so
vegan. I'm
April,
doing.
how about this? I'm about the answer right then. So I'm getting ready to shoot the summer issue on April the 9th. How about you and Jackie Reed do an article in the summer issue? It'll come out in June. We shoot it in April. And I'll email you when we're finished. Actually, um, my Shannon is on here and she loves the idea. She is the creator, the cover. She does all the covers. Speak Beautiful. I see you on here, Queen. So Shannon, let's reach out to April and get April and Jackie Reed in for the June issue.
Oh, that's
April,
sweet.
that's a done deal. That's a
All
done
right,
deal.
all right.
So
Jackie
we're
doesn't even
gonna
know
be
I volunteered her. I was joking with Jackie. I said, Jackie, let's I said everybody's supposed to be self-sustaining now, right? I said, I'm gonna go get some chickens, right? I'm on my back porch and I literally am growing Brussels sprouts and what is it, spaghetti squash and tomatoes over there. Because after I get off with you, I'm gonna go look and harvest and start writing again. And she was like, no chicken, no chicken. I have plant chicken substitute, the egg substitute. I'm doing all of it. And I'm not doing all of it, but I'm doing the dairy and stuff. And it's healthier. My husband and I are enjoying it. And it's actually the way I'm doing it is good and it's healthy. We're knocking down cholesterol, we're knocking down sugar, we're
wow.
knocking down high blood pressure. Look, my doctor cut my high blood pressure pills in half. I'm like, something's
What a
working. That's what
blessing.
I'm saying. So yes,
So
that's what
let's
I'm saying.
do that. Let's
Empowerment. Yes.
so
Okay.
let's
All right. Connection.
we're gonna do that because Shannon, my executive creator of the magazine, that's what she has chickens. She's in Chicago. That's
She
what she.
raises chickens.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
she is into healthy living.
That's
So
and that's good. So listen, let's talk about this. You just had this major gala and you were honored with Seed. That Seed, I mean, that was amazing. Talk to me about these big Karen says you telling everyone about your green thumb. Yes, I am. And I got to send you the rest of the pictures too, Karen. Um talk to us about what happened with you honored Tabitha Brown
yes,
for her and I heard you had the best hair care products.
yeah,
Tabitha Brown, I heard it was amazing swag. Talk to me about your event that you had and then also about
absolutely.
Seed. Mhm.
So this is my third year doing the Cheryl Magazine Women of Influence Awards luncheon, and it actually came about. I was on a C-suite. I took 30 women away on a C-suite retreat, and when lives changed as a result. And so I said, Lord, what do you want me to do? And he said, I want you to honor women. Now, mind you, that was in December. So I come back and we do this meet with the hotel and set up. But for the one we just did during Black History Month in Dallas, I will tell you the first year we did it, we had 250, the next year 375. This year we had 600 women show up for a 3-hour luncheon. Some flew as far as St. Croix,
Really?
came in from St. Croix. I honored 16 women and I do mine a little different. I didn't give them the award based on, oh, she's worth $50 million. This one is worth $10 million. I gave it based on how they serve and bring other women to the table. So I didn't
Mm.
even read their bios. And I told them before I went downstairs, I said, I'm not reading any bios. They're in a program. What I am going to do is share with the world why I selected you. So I had the privilege of honoring the vice chair of the NAACP, our friend, your cousin, my sweetie pie, your sweetie pie, Karen Boykin Towns. We had Dee Dee McGuire from
I
K104,
love Dee Dee. I love
Brown,
Karen. Yeah.
Egypt Sherrod, Tammy Franklin, Raven Barnes. I honored my very own sister,
Wow.
and I honored another sister out of Mississippi. But April, it was amazing. Everybody walked the red carpet. Everybody felt like VIP. And yes, the swag bag for everybody was amazing.
All
Um,
of this from COVID, during COVID and Goldman Sachs, and you were doing it
absolutely,
virtually.
absolutely, all of it from that, my sister. And so what I wanted to do, April, in every single thing that I do, is I know that I have a finite time here, and I don't want to be on my deathbed talking about coulda, woulda, shoulda, if I had. I want to leave with nothing left to give. So I give all my vendors, and people can get mad. I don't care. But I specifically look for Black women, everybody who works for my magazine, from the director to the writers, they're all African American women. And what makes it unique is a lot of these women gave up their careers to raise their children. So this is their second chance to get out there. For the luncheon, we were able to employ African American photographer, videographer. The cookies that were in the bag came from a sister.
Next
If
time you need to do our Jer candles.
Okay, so we got you,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't just say stuff and
All
don't do it. So if I
right.
tell you, I got you, I got you.
The candle company that sponsors Black Business Monday, jercandles.com. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I go out of my way because I have heard, and I've been in environments too
Mhm.
often where I've heard other people say, oh, I would hire somebody Black, but I can't find
Mm-mm.
anybody. That's not true. That is not true. So what I do is I intentionally go out of my way
Yes.
to find, to cultivate, to look.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't find it, then I give somebody else an opportunity. But my thing is for me to look out and see all of those women, and to have corporations that came alongside me, given the political climate, to say, Cheryl, yes, we have you. Companies like Intuit, that's been in my
Yes.
corner for 6 years. 6 years. I had to call them to the stage and recognize
That's
them.
a big deal for them to still, for a company to be proud about still doing that, because a lot of that is big. That's a big deal. Yes, Karen, into it, because a lot of us, you pay bills sometimes and it's an into it. That's a big deal because some companies are
Absolutely.
pulling back for people. Let's give into it a big round of
Please
applause.
give
Yeah.
Intuit a big round of applause. And I will say with Intuit, that's MailChimp, Credit Karma,
Mm.
QuickBooks, and they are, they, April, I'll tell this to you. They even just now had 200 not gift bags, but hygiene bags delivered to my house, because I work in Ghana as well. And that was one of the things that I promised when I partnered with She Empowerment Global as their ambassador, that I would help bring products to the women of Ghana. So Intuit had their corporate team. I'm
Mhm.
talking about VPs, directors. They pulled together and put 200 hygiene bags together for me to send to Ghana with She Empowerment Global. So I will tell you, the reason that I know that this happens is a couple of things. One, I've mastered mindset.
Mhm.
So for those of you who are struggling, when you master your mindset and your mindset becomes your superpower,
Absolutely.
anything and everything is possible. So for all the people who told me nobody is going to buy your books, this girl just signed a book deal with Penguin Random House. For all the people who said that the magazine would never take off because everybody is digital, sisters my age, 40 and up, we like paper. We
Yes.
love paper.
Good paper. Good
Yes,
paper. Good
good
paper.
paper, and we have disposable income. So a $20 magazine or 106.50 for the year, and some people are now signing up for 2 years. Those are the people who will say, Cheryl, let me support you. I love what you're doing. Let me subscribe to this magazine. Let me put your magazine, get it at the newsstand, because this is what we need. And that's why, April, I made sure when I shot my shot, I shot my best shot the first time, because I knew that if I didn't do a good job, that the sisters following behind me would not get the
You're
opportunity.
exactly right.
So I put the best product out in the market. Everybody has said yes to me. Niecy Nash has been on my
This
cover. The press,
cover is amazing.
isn't that cover
Oh my
fire?
God. God, this cover is gorgeous. She knew the assignment
Honey,
and
she
those flowers.
understood.
Oh my God.
Yes, she understood the assignment. And I will tell you, Niecy was one of my honorees last year for the Women of Influence Awards luncheon. And the other thing about Niecy is she put her money where her mouth was. Niecy, from stage, she said, Cheryl, I'm purchasing 500 copies of your
Oh,
magazine. Get this, April. That sister purchased 500, and when I was ready to ship them, she said, oh no, only send me 10. She said, you take the 490 that I paid for and use that to market your business, because everybody needs to be supporting you. Everybody needs to be buying this magazine. And she said, I want to be the example of the person that is purchasing, not saying, Cheryl, could you send me 250 copies, or can you give me 50 copies? And people not thinking that, okay, this is costing this girl $2,000 and I'm going to get her magazine and not even promote it. I'm just going to put it in a bag, not announce it, not promote it, not thinking, okay, she mailed it, she sent it, she gave me several $1,000s of magazines, and I'm not even a subscriber. So I'll tell you, April, and this may be hard for people to hear, but I'm a truth teller. What I've started doing with people when they call me, and this is a lesson for all of you who are listening, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Right? So when they, oh, Cheryl, I have somebody really great for your magazine. This is my question. Are you a subscriber?
mm.
I say I'm not interested in you or the person that you want to be in the magazine, because if you don't deem that my magazine is worth $20 to subscribe into, then we got to do better.
Yeah.
The magazine cannot stay open if we don't support it. It can't. And so
This is a
I
business. It's a business. And
see, I
people don't.
know the difference.
Yeah, right, right, right. And it's unfortunate when Black people do business, they think it's for free, or we can get over. It's a business, and you
Yes.
have an amazing business mindset. Tell us how we can get the subscription to Cheryl. I'm telling you, the texture, the feel, the layout, it's
Thank
dynamic. I cannot wait.
you,
My,
April.
yeah, my husband's inside. He keeps texting. Well, he's on here talking about how wonderful this segment is. When I show him all this stuff, he's gonna like, oh wow.
Oh, they
Yeah.
can go to CherylMagazine.com. It ships directly to you in a beautiful, beautiful bag. The bag is plastic. In fact, this particular bag, we have authors all over the bag. It was designed by Shannon Speak Beautiful, that's on right now. She is amazing. This sister is, I have to give credit where credit is due. I would not be here if it were not for the sisters that stand with me when, oh my Lord, help me not be emotional.
Mm,
These sisters have stood with
mm.
me for 4 years. They stood with me when the world was telling me it couldn't happen for me. They stood with me when people stabbed me in the back.
Wow.
as hard as they could. They stood with me. So for that, I would not be here if it were not for the women, the writers, and a special shout out again to Shannon, to Elena, to Tammy, to all the writers, to the editors, because April, they poured their soul into it. I cannot do what God is asking me to do if He did not send these powerful women who speak into me when the world is trying to strip everything out of me. They say, you go, girl, when the world is saying, no, girl.
You know, it's again what you said. It's not. This is not a transactional situation.
No.
This is family. This is love. People who believe in you, ride or dies. And it's unfortunate we have to go through a lot of people to find those people. But you know what?
Woo!
You find them right on time. I believe that you find them right on time. I let me tell you, we can sit up here and testify all day.
Yes, we
Um,
could.
we can testify all day, but you find them right when you need. Just it's amazing though. During COVID, we weren't like you said. I was one of those. I wasn't going out.
Yes,
I stopped going to the White House. You went on Goldman Sachs on Zoom and created something that is exceptional, better than some of the stuff that you, I'm going to say it, better than some of the stuff that you buy that tears on the magazine rack when you go to the store,
yes.
rips right away. The paper, you have to be a certain age. People are like, is the print raised? You know what it's good. Remember that? Is it raised printed? Oh, they spent money. This thing is no joke. The texture alone, it makes you feel like you're luxuriating. Sit on your back porch, drink
Yes,
your tea, drink your mint julep, and read this book. It's amazing. So it's CherylMagazine.com.
yes,
Black woman, a woman who believes in God, who's got faith the side of a mustard seed. We can sit up here and preach because you poured into my spirit today on Black Business Monday. You just don't know what people go through to bring you what they bring
yes.
you. And your testimony, your test has been a testimony for so many others. Now tell us, because of your brilliance, your magnificence, and your 75,000 copies sold for Affirmed. This woman is no joke in all that she does, her galas, her books, Black Excellence, yes. Tell us about the award with Seed. I mean, I saw that you and Tamika Mallory were there. I said, what is this? What in the glamorous gala is this? You were outside couches and hills and mountains. I said, what is
It,
this? I was,
woo! Sister, you will be surprised when I tell you this, and I'm going to try to go through it quick. But for those of you who do not believe in your dreams, I want you to listen and lean into this real close, what I'm about to say to you. I was sitting at my desk, and the Holy Spirit said to me, girl, I told you it's time for you to take your voice global. I said, how can I get in touch with Valeisha Butterfield? I immediately reached out to our sister Karen Boykin Towns, and I said, Karen, I'm supposed to be a part of this BET event called Sister I Got You. Do you know Valeisha Butterfield? She said, no, but I know somebody who does. Karen stopped what she was doing. I'm going to give a sound bite right now and educate some folks. This is why I tell you about transactional versus relational. So if Karen and I had a transactional relationship, Karen would have said, child, I'll get to that when I get to it. But she didn't do that. Within 15 minutes, Karen texts me and says, read this. It was a text message between her and Tamika Mallory and Valeisha Butterfield.
yeah,
Valencia says, Karen, congratulations on your award. I know Cheryl. I love Cheryl. Fast forward in the message that Karen sends, it has an email address, and I recognize the email address. And I said, I know this person. April, you won't believe this. The email address for this person was a sister who I allowed her to and work and be in my do her recipes in my kitchen 18 years ago. She used to work for my husband. My husband was able to get her a buyout from the company because he knew she had a dream. After she got their recipes in my kitchen, which then turned into a catering business. Well, lo and
Wow.
behold, this is the same sister who was working with Valeisha. So fast forward, they contact me and say, we want you to come and speak at the Seed event alongside Tamika Mallory, Angela Rye, uh, Gary Jordan, Kenya Burris. I mean, every, oh Lord, Tiffany Warren from Ad Color. When I tell you, it was executives there from OWN, Amazon, everybody and their mama was at Valeisha's house. So Jimmy Jam got an award. Elaine Welter Roth, I hope I'm saying that right, and Judge Lauren Lake. And when I walked in and she said to me, "Oh my God, I'm seeing you in person and not online," girl, I thought I would die. I said, "Oh my gosh." It was amazing. The people that rolled through there. Oh, Lil Rel and his wife was there. They did a session. I know I'm leaving people out, April, but I have to tell you something. I know I'm speaking with such excitement and
Mhm.
enthusiasm. People ask me, was I surprised? I got to tell you from my heart and from my soul, I wasn't surprised that I
Mm.
was there, because this is what God promised me.
Come on
God
now.
put huge rooms on my vision board years ago. So he was preparing me
Mhm.
years ago for this time. So that's why
Wow.
people say, "Oh, can you send, do you have a kit? Do you have?" Of course I have it. Because I teach my clients, be ready and stop getting ready. So right, April? Be ready and stop getting ready. That's like when you say, if you had said to me right now, "Oh, Cheryl, how can we get your magazine?" And I say to you, "Well, you'll have to wait because my website is still under repair."
That's right. That's right. You can't. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That because you miss your blessing by
Yes.
getting ready. Yeah.
So I'm always ready. Valeisha is, I mean, she set it out. We were at her home. It was overlooking the mountains. Everybody came through. There was nobody there being guarded with security. It was everybody who was anybody was there, and everybody was loving on everybody. Agents, writers, I mean, celebrity folks. And it was so amazing because God used me. He used me
Yeah.
in order to speak into people who I'm now still getting messages from saying, "Sister, thank you. I needed that." In April, that's why I said when you and I got on and I said about cultivating community and spaces, that's what Valeisha did this weekend. She cultivated that space. So it's the Seed Summit. And this is her second year doing it. She just started her production company, Seed, and I want to give a shout out to her. She is amazing. She has a film called The Memo that will be seen at Martha's Vineyard, and she's doing amazing things.
Let me say this. As I'm showing all your products, how do they get the books, first of all? Because I'm like, I'm going through everything.
You know I'm ready, Cheryl. They can get, if you want a signed copy, you can
Mhm.
go to CherylPWilliamson.com. If you don't care if it's signed, anywhere books are sold, you can get my books. Barnes and Noble, Amazon, anywhere. We have over 177 distributors where you can
Mhm.
get my books from. So again, but if you want a signed copy, go to CherylPWilliamson.com. For all the other books, is you can get the magazine on Cheryl. Everything I buy, everything I have, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all of that is all on CherylPWilliamson.com. Every book, the magazine, sweatshirt, t-shirt, and I'm just excited. In April, I'm smiling because I'm already, Shannon is on here, so she knows we're gonna be reaching out to you and Jackie for that art.
I'm I'm serious. I just threw it out there, but I'm gonna call her after we finish. I'm like, oh, the only reason
Yes,
I'm saying is because it's working. And a lot of times, and this we're talking business, but the testimony and the fellowship and the supernatural come into play in all of this. And
yes,
and you have dropped so many jewels. it's like just be ready all the time. Don't be getting ready, be ready.
Yes.
Take a chance, expectancy, because the Lord has got it. I mean, for you to do this amazing magazine in COVID,
Yeah.
I remember being scared in COVID. I was locked away.
Yeah.
And you were locked away, but you used it as action and time to move forward. Action to take your mind off the pain of the moment.
Yeah.
Action to see the future beyond. You saw something. We're going to get through
Yes.
this because I see something beyond this. And look
Absolutely.
at what you've done. I mean, 75,000 was, I mean, gosh, I mean, you were the perfect person for the last day of Women's History Month. I mean, this is just somebody said we just witnessed the power of the ask. Ask not, you shall have not.
And that is I mean, when I tell you, April, we'll have to, when I come to the DMV, we'll have to get together, because I just feel in my spirit there's some things that I need to share with you that spirit is laying on me
Ooh.
to say to you about maybe some things that it's time for you to just push forward no matter what's going on right now. But I'm not going to say this on this broadcast, but I feel it in my spirit. So the next time I'm there, we're going to get together. But I will tell you, it is the power of the ask.
Yeah.
I'm that girl that I'm going to ask. If when God places it on my heart, I don't check with man to get a second on something that God has told me to do, because I truly believe that validation is for parking, it's not for people. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm not looking for people to validate me. I don't need people. When I wake up in the morning, I'm already cheering for me. I'm already clapping myself on the back, because I know that the world is fickle. The
Oh,
world will turn on you in a
yep.
minute, right? And I just believe in authentically loving me, pouring into me, making sure, like I told you, my yes is yes and my no is no. When I tell myself yes, and other people know, I can fulfill what God has for me. I give from the overflow, not from the deficit. Everything in the cup belongs to me. If there's nothing on the saucer, I have nothing to give you, and I'm not going to apologize for it, because at the end of the day, I have to take care of
Mhm.
me. And this is what I do. I don't care how much you give people. I don't care how nice you are to people. When people get ready to turn on you, they will. So if I'm not in love with me,
Mm.
I'm going to be the one to lose my mind, because they don't like me this week.
Right.
They're not buying from me this week. They're not whatever. So I keep my spirit so high that people's offenses cannot reach me. When people,
Amen.
how do you respond on social media when people talk about you? I don't, because my block and delete game is too tight.
All right. I would look, they laugh at me because I was blocking back in the day when you had to pay for it before people really knew it was a thing. I was blocking a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, you have made me feel like I can run around this house. I can run down the street. You know, you made me feel much lighter. You empowered me to believe more in myself and in
Amen.
our product. I mean, my husband is even okay. My husband is doing. He puts his hand over his face, but no, because I said I wanted to run around the block. But no, but seriously, this was a blessed moment. This was not just about Black Business Monday, but it was about empowerment and believing in yourself to move past the naysayers,
Amen.
to believe, to keep going, no matter what they say. We all face depression, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
We all face it, but you got to believe and keep going
Amen.
and be ready, not getting ready,
Yes.
but be ready.
Yes. Yes. I mean, ooh, April, I know we could go on and on. This is the last thing I'm going to say about be ready and getting ready, because I know I need to not abuse the time that you have given to me. But
We typically are supposed to be a half an hour, but go ahead. We're gonna be an hour. Go ahead.
okay. So when I was going to, oh my goodness, I guess the age just kicked in. What was I, April? I don't even remember, girl. I was talking too much. We were talking about, oh, I know what it was. I've told people that when you ask somebody to bring you to the table, be
Mm,
prepared. Don't get to the table and not be prepared to eat. Don't have your business card, have your business bank account. Your email address should not be tt at google poo poo this, that, and the third, because the bank is not going to give you a loan. They don't take you seriously. The other thing I'm going to say in this moment, since we are talking about business, and don't get upset because I'm telling y'all the truth. If the only form of payment that you take is Cash App, the government is not going to give you a contract. Somebody that's in legitimate business is not going to give you a contract, because the feeling is that you're not serious about your business if the only form of payment that you take is Cash App. Now, people don't want to
Preach.
hear that, April. They don't want to
Preach.
hear that, and they want to
Preach.
be mad at me. But I have told many people when they say, "Oh, Cheryl, I really want to work with you," and I hired them, and they said, "Can you Cash App me?" I'm like, "Baby, I don't even have Cash App. I'm not Cash Apping because my accountant needs to be able to track these thousands of dollars that I'm sending to you for whatever business that we're doing. And then I'm going to go ahead and get your W-9 so I don't have to try to track you down at tax season and you avoiding me because of that." Now, again, April, people get upset when I say these things, but I'm just telling you factually, these are things I learned in Goldman Sachs program. You can't have an exit strategy on the Cash App business. Nobody's going to come buy your business.
I'm not mad with you. That Goldman Sachs, is the Goldman Sachs program still available?
Yes, April, I can call
Okay,
somebody for you because
we talk later. We talk
well,
later.
but let's give that a plug because that's going to help some people. It is the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. Goldman Sachs, and it's free. It's like a master's degree on steroids.
Mm,
But this is the plus. You're in class with people who are making buku dollars, but they want that certification and they want to carry their business to the next level. And I'm gonna tell you the other plus. You can't get in the program unless you have a business bank account, you have 2 years of taxes, you have made over $200,000, because they want serious business people,
yeah.
because it's a commitment.
You
It is
made $200,000 in the business,
just,
not just personally, in the business.
yeah, gotta be in the business because they're gonna ask you for that those tax forms. You have to have 2 employees. It's very strict. Now let me tell you the advantage. When people see Goldman Sachs alumni in your signature, they want to do business with me because they already know, okay, this girl went through the Goldman Sachs Small Business Program, so we know she's making money. We know she take more than Cash App. We know she's paying her taxes,
Yeah.
because you can't get in the program. So it opens doors for you that when they see that in your
Mhm.
signature line,
Mhm.
they know that you went through some stuff and they know that you're earning money. So they
Yes.
want to do business with you. So April and I right now, we're putting y'all on to some business.
Child.
Again, it's
Yes, you
free.
are.
It's free.
Yeah.
The Goldman Sachs Small Business 10,000 Small Business Program, it is
But
free. But
there's
the not
criteria. There's criteria.
oh yes, there is criteria. I'm gonna speak on this for 1 second. It's kind of like when you want to get into the 8A program through the federal government. Now, I can't speak for what it is now, but I will tell you the thing that keeps us back is we don't want to do the paperwork.
Mm.
So I will, again, I know people get upset with me, but I'm speaking truth to power. I'm telling you how to get paid. You have to do the paperwork. You have to make sure that you can prove that you filed taxes, that your business is legitimate. They're going to look into you. But again, it's free. It is worth your time if you can get into the program to get in, because they've hired me to speak. They've opened the doors for me. Greek, just for you, go look at the criteria and put it on your vision board. I see where you said I don't meet the 2,200, and maybe over 2 years. Just I did it. I think I graduated 4 years ago or whenever the beginning of the pandemic was. I'm trying to block that out. But go back and read what the requirements are for yourself, because knowledge is power. They may have changed it. So highlight it, and let's come back next year with me and April and let us hear who graduated from the program. That would be a blessing when they say, "Oh, April, I found out about this on your program,
I
and
see
I
some
went
hearts.
ahead,
Yeah.
yeah, and graduated." And then that way you can, April, I'm a hush because I could stay here on with you all day long, honey.
No, no, this is Black Business Monday, and you gave us empowerment. You gave us the spiritual realm of believing in yourself. You gave us your success story. You gave us tips. You gave us a lot. And typically I'm only on for half an hour. We've been on for about an hour. I'm telling you, I've enjoyed it. The people said I've already learned so much in 5 minutes. Exactly. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this is so people could see Black businesses have options other than those businesses that people want to boycott.
Yeah,
But also I wanted these business owners to give tips. You've done you've gone beyond. And I appreciate you, Cheryl Williamson. You are dynamic. You know this. You are exceptional. You are you. You are one of one. And I thank God for you. I thank God for you today because you got me all verklempt. And yeah, Kara said you showed us how you overcame. You
amen.
know, you've overcome the odds. And many of us were born behind the curve. Many of us were born behind the curve. And we are still trying to figure out how to get over, how to get around it, how to get under it, so we can go through it or something. So I appreciate you more than you know. Everybody's given hearts. This has been such a wonderful time. Do you have anything else, Cheryl? Wait a minute, CherylPWilliamson.com for the magazine. If you want to get her books autographed, if you want shirts, anything. Go to CherylPWilliamson.com. The magazine, I'm telling you, she said it feels like leather. She's not telling you a tale. This thing is amazing. And I'm just excited. So please support Cheryl Williamson in all her endeavors. I am affirmed. We're gonna start writing. Remember what my mama said.
Yeah.
Write down your affirmation. You write down your question or your concern, and guess what? It comes back in 6 months, and you'll find how he moved it for you. So, anything you want to add?
April, I just want to say to you, thank you for seeing me.
Oh,
And I don't know if you remember, but you allowed me to interview you on Cafe Mocha, and I
yeah.
appreciated you, yes, so much because you could have said, no, I don't know her. She's new. But thank you for seeing me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for allowing me on your platform. And I want to let you know personally, I pray for you
Thank you.
all the time because you take a lot of blows
Mm,
for as Black women, as human beings. So I want you to know today, I
thank you.
see you. I believe in you. You matter. I value what you bring to this world. And I love you. And I will see you when I'm in the DMV and we'll reach out. So you all look for April in the summer issue, and please subscribe to Cheryl Magazine, CherylMagazine.com. I need you all to support. It's digital and print.
Oh
Digital
wow.
and print. Please subscribe. The new issue just dropped. This issue just
Oh,
dropped.
let me see.
So,
Hold it up again. Who's on the cover? I see people.
honey, this is the first time we did 5 people. So this is the sister that just got her book in print from Penguin Random House.
Okay.
It's called Storehouse
Good for
Voices, and
her.
this is her team. And then April, I was the first person that they signed.
Oh,
So I want you,
congratulations.
they purchased my memoir.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So
Look, the portion that you gave us here, people are probably like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for being
thank
you and thank you for
you,
showing up
darling.
authentically. That's the big thing. You are authentic, and that's what we need. We need to throw the mask away, be
Yeah.
authentic. And CherylPWilliamson.com, Cheryl Williamson shows up authentically, and I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. And guys, this is the last Black Business Monday in Women's History Month. So
Yes.
this was a big deal. We went an hour. So I want you to, I know we went an hour. We would normally go half an hour, but this was a big deal. And if you need any further information, or if you want to go back, we will share this. This will be shared, and it'll also be on YouTube. I just want to thank all of you for supporting. And once again, this is brought to you by Jer Candles, jercandles.com, the best candle company in the world. My husband and I own this. And yes, we make them in our home. And they are a labor of love. And they're really, really good. We just added a store in Wilmington, Delaware. We're all the way from Martha's Vineyard down to Wilmington, Delaware in stores. And we're online, jercandles.com. Everyone, peace out. Have a great Monday. I got to go back to writing some articles for Black Press USA.
Yay!
Cheryl,
Bye
God
bye,
bless.
luncheon. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Love you.
Love
Bye,
you,
everyone. I
ladies.
see my husband on here. Bye, husband. Bye. See you in a minute. Bye, bye, cousin Karen. She said, really, really great candles. Yes, they are. Bye, everyone. Take care.